because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course she's going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? Pants sagging, weed smoking, what we doing about it? Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father, but guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough? She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs to be
more selective. If we was loving our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
you're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good quality men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her that.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection.
Why?
Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men, the first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
Hey man, love that was a good back and forth. I kind of like that. That was a good back and forth because, like I said, Dr. Umar had a point, and then the other guy for Daily Record, he had a point too. And like I said, shout out to the Daily Wrap Up crew. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. They always have amazing content because they talk about relationships and everything, what's going on in our black community. Now, here's my reaction. I totally get what Dr. Umar is saying, about, we're not, some of our, about not being there with our black women and everything. We need to do better. But there is a study is showing that, as in all the races, and we talked about this in our video about the Oprah video, as in, black fathers are, all the races are more there of their children's lives and everything. I don't know if Dr. Umar saw that, but hopefully he can see that because I could say this. We are making some improvements in our community, especially, being in our children's lives, from the daughters and also to the sons. We're definitely being improved on that. Now, I'm going to say this, especially with these women, they had to go through all this type of things. My thing is this. If you got to go all those things, to the black woman, you got to learn, you got to find yourself a way to, to go get therapy and get healed for these past traumas. So once you get healed, once you go to therapy and get healed, it can take a couple months, it can take a couple of years. Once you do that, now, you build yourself to say, hey, I healed from all my trauma, all the stuff, all the bad stuff that happened in my past, from my parents, from the world, from my baby daddies and everything. I feel like, it's very, very important for our black women to get therapy, to get healed. So once they get healed, they could hopefully they could find a proper, a mate, from, they looking for a long-term relationship and married and everything, because the thing is like, I understand, some of our black women, they go through a lot, especially single black mothers, they go through a lot. I've been raised by one, but my thing is like, the woman should, the mothers should be teaching, the sons and daughters, say, hey, please don't follow the road that I went through, because this is not an easy road, And if you, like I said, if you find somebody, that you like, make sure you know how to get along with that person. Make sure you know how to, just know that person, vet for that person. And if you do that, you can have a successful, have a long-term relationship, or possibly be married. So, like I said, good back and forth. They good back and forth. They both make great points. But for me, we need to get therapy in our community, and really, especially for our women, so in order to, to see more marriages in our community, because a lot of these, especially our black women, one out of four will get married, and I really don't like that stat. Hopefully, we can get up there with the other races, with the whites and Asians. We can have build on, have a long-term relationship, and that's the only thing we can build our community and everything. And I'm hoping for that. That's my take.
So there was a lot of things to unpack from that conversation. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm a big supporter of Umar Johnson. I've even donated to the school. And there's a lot of things that I do agree with him on. But this one is kind of like a little bit to the left. Black men cannot be blamed for everything. There's nuances to different things, and there's critiques that has to be done. If we've been damaged from the get-go and things have been already set a course of past, what you think is going to happen, we're no different than any other race, but our situation is a little bit unique here in America. And you have to take that into account. But to say that black men is the reason that women do not have oxygen, it's just like saying that we the one who burnt the house down. So understanding from this point, there might be certain issues from an individual basis, but from a group basis, we have to look at it from a larger scale, and why we're in this situation right there, why there's 1 out of 4 women being married, why women have very poor choice in men. Some of these are just dating preferences. We're now in a place where we're more financially stable than we've ever been in any history in Black America. So take that into account, why professional women don't want to date men who are in the lower socioeconomic class. So that's what I'm saying. Everything ain't all black and white. There's nuances to it. And that's my take.
Facts on that. And this is why, people, you need to hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell on the bottom, because we do go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 6 o'clock p.m. Also, not just that, guys, we also have videos we're doing on a weekly basis just to have some guys to see what's going on in the world, and just go get your opinion, and make sure y'all hit the like button, and we definitely love to hear your comments, because once you hear your comments, we will like your stuff, and also we will return a reply as well, of what you guys think as well. Also, when you hit the community tab on our page, make sure you guys get the Chaos Culture Real t-shirt. We have different colors, different varieties, and also make sure you get Hakeem's book, Black Love. If you need assistance with relationship and marriages, his book, this is the book you need. Number 1, baby, number 1. But as of Chaos Culture Radio,
we out.
Peace.